Can you imagine? A movie about Michael Jackson comes out after all these years, and it's a smash hit. Like he was just on stage yesterday? And not only that, it grosses over $200 million and achieves the biggest opening in the history of biopics. Yes, even bigger than Oppenheimer. So what does that mean? It simply means that there's a name that when it's mentioned, the whole world falls silent. Michael Jackson. A perfectly ordinary evening in New York City. People go into the cinema. But what happens inside? Not ordinary at all. People are dancing in the aisles. People are singing. People are dressed like Michael. Yes, not a movie. It's a party. A woman named Joanne comes to watch the movie. For the second time, she's wearing a complete look from the album. Off the wall. Black boots, white socks, a jacket, and a button-up shirt. She says, "This is the first time I've dressed like this for a movie." She's not here to watch. She's here to experience a moment she's never experienced before. And her friend? She stayed up all night, made a t-shirt with her hands. On it, a peace sign, a tribute to the music video for "They Don't Care About Us." So, what about the critics? Here the story takes a different turn. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film received 38% from critics, 97% from the audience. What does that mean? It simply means people loved it, even if the critics didn't. A critic from The Guardian said, "The film is boring, superficial, and distorted." But what about inside the cinema? People were clapping, crying, and laughing. Why? Because the film isn't just a story. It plays on something deeper. Nostalgia. The film is directed by Antoine Fuqua. And Michael plays, surprise, his real nephew, Jafar Jackson. And when he sings, his voice isn't like his. It's him. A moment of silence. And then suddenly, applause that rocks the hall. But wait, not everything was said. The film decided to make a very important choice. To stop the story. Before the most difficult chapter in Michael's life. Before the controversy. Before the accusations. Before the truth that people disagree on. It's like telling the story of a hero. And stopping before the story gets complicated. And the reason? Because the original version included all of this. But it was cut at the last minute. And a reshoot was done that cost about $15 million. So that the film would come out cleaner. Or let's say, easier to digest. The director of Leaving Neverland, Dan Reed, said a very weighty statement that many people will ignore any doubts just because the film is entertaining. So what about the audience? One guy leaving the cinema said, "It could have been 8 hours long and I'd still watch it." Another woman said, "I felt it was incomplete, but I loved it." And a journalist said something even more important. The power of Michael Jackson is that people still come to see him years after he died. And here's the truth. Michael Jackson isn't an easy story to tell. And one film isn't enough to tell it all. He's not just an artist. He's a phenomenon, controversy, a legend, and an open debate. After all this, the film was a success. People loved it. The critics criticized it. But the real question is, when you watch it, will you see the truth? Or will you see the version your heart wants to believe?